It was a simple game, and you give Milwaukee a lot of credit. They came in like a veteran team, and I'm glad Tibby is a senior because he established their mentality early. And, we this thing sounds like it's echoing bad. And, and, we got off to a great start, and the game was 26-20, and then we struggled to score. And we miss a layup. They come down and hit a three. And it's what I've talked to you guys about before. Our margin of error is so small that becomes a big deal because it should have been 26-22, and you're feeling good that you just scored a layup. But those are the little plays that sometimes we don't make, and they break our backs. And I think those are the plays that when we start making them, then you have a game like Green Bay. When we don't make them, you have a game like today because Milwaukee is a veteran team that makes you pay for mistakes. And watching them on film, getting ready for them, I felt like when I was watching Valpo, a very mature team that has good guard play. They put shooters all over the floor, and they're going to make you pay for a defensive mistake, and they made us pay. Well, he has his role on that team. They've got a bunch of veteran guys, and he's a setup guy for them, and that's what he does for them. And again, if you know that system, that's what I coached against it for 5 years at Indiana. It's what Wisconsin point guards do. It's what Milwaukee point guards do, and it's not what my point guards are ever going to do. But he had a really solid game for him. Well, I don't know. It wasn't very good, whatever it was. But again, they put 5 guys on the floor that are averaging double figures, and that's what makes them hard to guard. And we felt like if we played man, but we mixed in some zone. I watched enough teams try to just play them zone, and they're too good. When they get comfortable, then they start figuring the zone out. And, like in the first half, we went zone, and we got 3 straight stops. But then they came down and got Tibby the ball in the middle, and he made a couple plays. So, they're a hard team because they've got so many weapons. Oh, I don't think there's any question. And I think more than anything, what you deal with is, now again, think about it. It was 18-18, 20-20. They couldn't really stop us either. And where a young team struggles is, and maybe a new team playing my style, is then we started stopping ourselves. We started settling for pull-up jump shots instead of going to the rim or throwing it inside. And all it takes is 2 or 3 of those, and a good team's going to make you pay for it. And like I said, it's 20. I can still see the scoreboard. It's 26-20. We come out of the timeout and have a wide-open layup and miss it. They come down and hit a 3, and now it's 29-20. They're a veteran team. They're starting to smell it now, and we couldn't overcome that. And so, again, I give them the credit. We didn't make the plays, but they created that too. Oh, I thought we came out, again, the way we started, I felt like we got off to a great start because that's what you worry about is what kind of start you're going to get. Then when we hit a little wall and I did have to substitute, I'm not sure. Once again, I'm going to look at that stretch and see how productive we were right in that stretch. Because when you play in a league like this where you're going to have to play, and now we're playing 3 games in 96 hours or whatever, a veteran guy knows what to do with that. A young player doesn't know. And again, that's what I said in the locker room, talked about. We got to get on a bus tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock and head to Cleveland. And then turn around in 4 days and go to Northern Kentucky and Wright State. So I think that's part of us growing up, and again, we will at some point. That's how I look at it. But I think there's a part of us, and I like Paris is a great example. I thought Paris got tired a little bit in the first half, but then he found a way in the second half to get his energy back up. And, that's what these older guys have got to help these young guys with, because you're going to go to Cleveland State and play. You're going to have to create your own excitement. And yet that's what the task is in front of us. Well, I think like everybody, when you come in and take over a program, you don't expect this, but you don't know what to expect. And so I just go about it every day that we're going to work to get better. And we got better. Does the score against Milwaukee show that? No, it doesn't. But we also learned that you play really hard on Thursday night, you got to turn around and play really hard on Saturday afternoon. And again, that's the part that I'm just going to keep working on. And I'll tell you, Michael Kowali's really starting to come on and give us some great minutes. That's an exciting thing for me. And so I think there's things like that. I think Lance will get his confidence back shooting, and we still got a lot of games to play. And at the end of the day, this is going to flip where we could get it home and maybe get some confidence.